We are the dollars and cents.
What's up, YouTube? We're back with another quick video. Back again with my boy, Brandon. Gonna grab dinner tonight.
Yep.
Yankees Astros on the tube.
Yep.
Gonna do another first impressions video here with my boy Brandon, and it's gonna be a comparison video as well. Luckily for you guys and for me, Brandon has the original version of this fragrance. You guys already know what it is because you read the thumbnail, but I got my hands on a bottle of this for a super low price. I think I got this for 90 bucks. Either the guy just was a fire sale, the guy didn't know what he had, or whatever. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. But it is going to be from the house of Kilian, Apple Brandy on the rocks. This is the new version of Apple Brandy, and Brandon does have the original silver label Apple Brandy. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But yeah, so this, as you guys know, they do have is it the liquors?
Yeah,
the liquors collection
in that bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was Angel Share. That was is that the Darling? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
From the line, and they had another one. I can't remember. It's like a French name.
Lure Vert.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a absinthe.
Yeah, I think so. I've never smelled that one either.
Yeah.
I haven't smelled this one as well. So.
Yeah, so that one's supposed to be absinthe. Anyway, they had the liquors collection, and you guys know that Kilian Hennessy is the heir to the Hennessy fortune, which is was it whiskey or scotch? Cognac. So, and he decided, I guess, branch off and not be all about the just doing the liquor stuff, which is it's really cool. I'd probably do the same thing, honestly, if I had a bunch of money. And
I'm sure he gets paid.
Yeah, of course. And but it was really cool that he went down the line of or the path of making fragrances that smell like it's sort of an homage to his family's whiskey business, or what'd you say it was? Cognac. I will quickly show you guys the presentation, just because I can't remember if I did a first impressions on the entire presentation of Angel Share or not. So just in case I did not, here is the box. Nice black solid box. Nice little gold inlay there. Some information on the bottom. Bottle goes in there. Hollow top there. Nice, thick, sturdy. Box here. Here is the bottle. Looks just like the rest of them from the line. Oh, there's roses on ice. That was the other one.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what.
Also haven't tried that.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's supposed to like. What liquor that one's supposed to resemble? There's got to be something out there. I'm sure that the guys in the folks in the comments are gonna let us know.
Vodka? No, gin maybe. I think it's supposed to smell like gin.
I think
and tonic,
gin is like juniper berries because there's rose in it though.
I think it's supposed to smell like gin and tonic. I think.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes. Yeah, so this does have the same bottle as the other ones, and this does have a screw top lid. It does have the K on top, plastic lid, but as we all know, these are top notch. I believe they're supposed to look like the glass, right?
Yeah, like a crystal glass.
Yeah, crystal glass. So, Apple Brandy on the Rocks is a unisex aromatic fruity fragrance released in 2021. The nose behind this fragrance is Sidonie or Sidonie. Les Ensure, and it is an eau de parfum concentration. The notes for this fragrance, in the top we have cardamom and bergamot. In the middle we have apple, rum, pineapple, brandy, vanilla, and moss. And the base we run things off with ambroxan and cedar. Now, those notes are quite a bit different than the original notes, and I have those here as well. The original Apple Brandy, which I have tried this before, but I needed a little refresher, so I'm glad you have it. The OG was released in 2013, and the notes in this one are oak, vanilla, labdanum, cedar, and ambroxan. So, the only notes they really share are the cedar, ambroxan, they have the vanilla. I don't see any oak, I don't see any labdanum, so.
Interesting that the original doesn't have apple in it.
Yes, and it's Apple Brandy on the rocks. They put pineapple.
Definitely, there's apple in.
It's in the mid. It's in the mid.
In the new one.
Oh yeah, you mean the original?
The original. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe,
Actually,
maybe it's one of those things where they don't release all the notes.
Yes, we've talked about that before too. But yes, actually, whenever I wrote these down, this was a while back that I wrote these down. I did notice that. And I was like, what?
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was for Granica, and sometimes for Granica does make mistakes, but I don't know if they would make that.
They make a lot of mistakes.
I mean, if they made that mistake, okay. But yeah, we'll see. I want to say that I did look up at on another website just to make sure, and it didn't have Apple. So
who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. So looking forward to trying this fragrance, and I'm going to spray Brandon has 2 sheets of paper here. He's going to compare the OG with the new one. But I'm going to spray my hands, and this will be my scent of the evening. But yeah, so I will give the honors to Brandon as always. He's going to try the apple brandy on the rocks first, and then he will, I guess, spray the other one on the other sheet of paper. Hopefully it does not go nose blind to that.
Let's smell this one first for a second.
All right, I'll do the same. Left hand here we go. Good sprayer. A lot of juice. Okay. I'm definitely getting
it's trying to confusing. I'm a little confused.
Okay.
It feels like it goes in that same direction.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely different.
Okay.
I gotta do the second one here.
I'm getting the apple, the cedar, the vanilla. Now, there's so much more going on with the notes on here, but I'm getting the original composition. And I wonder what on the rocks means. Like, I figured that meant it was like watered down. Because it was like an ice and it melted.
It's got ice in it, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely going to have to spray the other one in my hand now because I do not.
They are, I mean, I'm on paper, so it could be different, but they're wildly different.
Okay.
The first initial blast of the new one on the rocks was, I got it for a split second. It smelled like apple brandy, and then it went away.
I agree.
The original one is like,
This one, it smells like straight up booze.
yeah. So this is like if if somebody spilled some whiskey on a carpet and you smelled it like a week later. That's what the on the rock smells like, and this smells like you stuck your nose in the bottle.
Okay, it's a great description. Yeah,
So
this
much
is
richer,
the bottle. This is so much richer.
Spicier,
Yeah.
boozier.
100%.
I mean, I guess it kind of achieves what they're going for. Like on the rocks, it's a little watered down. It's a little fresher.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter.
It's changed a lot though.
I'm getting some of the Ambroxan, I think. Now, I will say, both these are light, though, because that one's already starting to die down. The superior composition is going to be the apple brandy original.
Yeah.
But something in the on the rocks is a little bit more mainstream. I don't know if it's just more of a designer,
Yeah, for
not
sure.
sauvage, but just something more that you would find in a designer bottle. It still has a little bit of that DNA. It's definitely going away from that, like you were talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't remind me much of the original anymore.
Not as strong, not as thick, not as heavy, not as sweet. This one's just like cedar cask, because it's supposed to be like, like the barrel, right? Like the oak barrel or whatever it is, the cedar barrel. I guess oak and cedar.
Definitely get that oaky smell from the original, like, for sure.
Yeah, and honestly, right now, on the rocks, it smells a little cheap.
Yeah, it does smell. It smells cheap to me. It kind of it smells like something that you would smell from like Lataffa, Rasasi's, one of those like kind of like
Like trying to smell like it, but not really. Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like it doesn't smell like it used quality ingredients.
And I wonder why they went. I mean, obviously they didn't want to re-release it.
Didn't they discontinue the original?
I think so. So maybe they wanted to sort of bring it back a little bit and change the composition some. But
Kilian's been weird. Like they discontinued some stuff when they rebranded everything, and then they brought it back. I think it's very confusing. I'm not as plugged in as I used to be.
yeah, nor am I when it comes to Kilian. But yeah, I mean, not blown away by this one. It's not awful. Definitely get the DNA, which is good.
Yeah.
But not having, both of us, we aren't having our socks blown off by this one. I mean, it's kind of hard to really say because we have both of them right here. I think it is supposed to be a flanker. Not supposed to be exactly the same. So maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on it saying, because I'm expecting it to be like this in the back of my mind.
I think they achieved what they were going for. It's lighter. It's more mainstream. These are cheaper than the the normal bottle Kilian, so maybe they're going down that route a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like not watered down. It's lighter. It's not as heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they got what they were going for.
Yeah. I will say a lot of people were jumping ship on this one in the groups, I think. They were selling it, getting catch and release, selling their bottles.
Now, is this one still available? I don't know if they discontinued this one or not.
That I don't know. It's been a while. Like I wrote all these notes down.
I haven't seen it in
like
a
a
while.
month ago, or actually probably longer than that because I bought this a while back and it's just been sitting on there. And then I remembered that Brandon had the old school version, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to try these side by side. Yeah.
Single malt's still my favorite of the two.
Yes.
But
you saw that one? Or did
I do.
you do? Oh,
Yeah.
good, nice. I like that one as well. Because I think honestly, compared to the two, Apple Brandy is going to be the lighter of the two of those.
Yeah, it has less performance to me in my experience.
All right, guys. Well, that was our first initial thoughts on Apple Brandy. Brandon, how you doing? Doing good?
I'm good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a new apartment. Me and my now wife moved to a new place and just growing up.
There we go. Growing up, doing grown folk business. So, all right, guys. So I will wear this fragrance tonight and over the next couple of days and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys. I want to bring you guys a quick update on the Apple Brandy on the rocks from the house of Kilian. I was kind of wrong about this fragrance. I had to take back a lot of what I said in the first half of the video. I actually do really like this fragrance. I will stick with what I said and what Brandon and I said in the first half of the video, that the original composition does have it's a lot thicker, a lot sweeter, a lot heavier, a lot woodier, just more of a concentrated version of the DNA. But I will say this fragrance is no slouch. Yes, I said it was sort of watered down. I think I said it was maybe, I don't want to say it smelled cheap, even though I could have said that. I don't want to say that. When you compare them side by side, it is a slight bit lighter version of its former self. But when I wore this one, like I feel like I wore this one 3 or 4 times since we shot that video, maybe 5 times. I like it. Brandon liked it that evening I wore it. He said he kept getting it from across the table. I wore it at my birthday dinner. He said he smelled it then. And I got wafts of it throughout the day. We'll get to all that stuff in a second. But I did like this fragrance. It still has the DNA. I couldn't tell the difference on my skin though, because I don't own the original and I wasn't wearing them side by side that evening. I wasn't wearing them. I was just wearing this one every time I wore it. So when I wore it, it smelled like Apple Brandy. It just, I don't know. It just still gave me the same vibe. It still gave me a sweet, fruity, spicy. It's a sexy fragrance too. It has the cardamom in it. It's a lot. Not gonna say a lot fruitier, but there is more fruits in this. This has the apple. This has the pineapple. There's just the bergamot. There's just more going on with this. So I really was a little baffled at the beginning, and I looked back when I edited the first half of the video going, man, I can't believe, knowing what I know now, I can't believe I said that about the opening. But it was just the opening, I was comparing the two. But again, time sometimes tells, and time did tell with this one. I did like this fragrance. Longevity for this fragrance was really good. I guess it's an eau de parfum, so it's average, I guess. 6 to 8 hours with this fragrance. The sprayer is really good with this one. I will say, the first couple of hours in this one is really, really sweet, really, really strong. We'll get to the seasons here in a minute, but if it's too warm outside, it's going to get maybe a little bit cloying because it's very sweet, very spicy, and just very fruity. So with that, we'll get to all that in a minute, but I will say that the longevity on this one was way better than I expected. I think I mentioned watered down. I think I mentioned a couple of other words for this one, saying it wasn't that great. No, it has the performance with me anyway. Projection, not a beast, but it was really, really good. For an eau de parfum, I'd say it's average for an eau de parfum. Not going to slap anybody across a room, not going to fill up a room, but it had good sillage, and I got wafts of it throughout the day. Like 5 hours later, I was still getting nice, decent, thick, heavy wafts of the sweetness and the apple note, the spiciness coming off my neck, like for hours and hours. So I know it's there. And Brandon smelled, like I told you, I had it on for maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours before he saw me at dinner. and he mentioned that he smelled it on me, and it was decent. He could get it on me. Seasons, I wouldn't say most likely this one really does give me fall vibes. I will say it's safely cooler weather, fall, winter, early spring. But honestly, to my nose, this one has fall vibes written all over it. It has the fruitiness. You just think of like November, the picked apples, the spicy, maybe some of the mulled apple cider. You know, it's spicy. It's sweet. It's a little warm. I get that from this. So this definitely has fall vibes written all over it. But just cooler weather overall. So I'll leave it up to you guys to pick when you want to wear this one. But to me, I'm going to say just specifically fall. But yeah, definitely cooler weather. Occasions, I think you can wear this one casually. I think you can wear this one at night as well for date night. I think this is a sexy fragrance. The added cardamom in this fragrance gave it a bit more of the sexiness that I like in cardamom-based fragrances. The ambroxan in this gives it a slight, this isn't like Sauvage kind of ambroxan. This isn't like a lot of the ambroxan notes you find in these newer fragrances. You don't get that chemical sort of, that chemicalness, that chemical mess, if you will. This one, they do a good job of hiding it in there, but I think that might even add to some of the performance, why it's a little bit better than I gave it credit for early on. But I do think you can probably wear this one day and night, casually and out formally. I think this is a very nice fragrance. The sweetness and the apple note give it a playful feel, give it a not so serious feel, but also the cardamom mixed with the warm spicy and the sweet does give it a nice evening feel. So I think you can wear this one for all occasions. Really, might not be strong enough for a club, but I think if it's a decent work scent, evening out, but casually during the day as well, going out to pick those apples, like I mentioned earlier. Ages. Okay, this fragrance is not cheap, okay? It wasn't discontinued. I think Brandon mentioned it might have been. At least I found it on Lucky Scent. It was $210 for 50 mil. That's a lot of money. I think that the older guys can afford this one easily. I think 25 and up would be a good age range for the smell. I think for the price, maybe 30 and up, but we'll just say 25 and up to be safe will be a good age range for this fragrance. So I do think that it's not super hard to wear. It's not super niche and like crazy and weird. No, this is very approachable. If you like apples, if you like spicy apples, fresh, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy fragrances that are fruity, you're going to love this fragrance. So I do think the 25 and up would be a safe age range for this fragrance. Unisex factor. I believe this is unisex, if I'm correct. This is going to lean, to my nose, it leans more masculine. I can't picture a woman wearing this one, but what do I know? I've smelled similar fragrances to some masculine fragrances out there that I really liked on a woman. So, that's just my opinion, though. I do think this one does lean more masculine, just because of the oak barrel and the cedar. It's very woody. It's very spicy. When you get those notes, to me, just to my nose anyway, I just think of a masculine fragrance because I get a lot of cedar, a lot of oak. Overall, I do like this fragrance. Now, I got a steal on this one. $210 is a lot of money. If you guys can find this one for cheaper, you might want to pull the trigger on it or maybe go to Lucky Scent, because if I know they have it, you guys can probably buy a sample from them for cheap, try it out. If you like the original, got rid of it for whatever reason, I think the original silver label like Brandon had is discontinued. I don't even know if they still sell it in the gold label. This might just be what they have. I'm not really sure. But if those are discontinued, this might be the only one you can really get your hands on. So you might want to try this one. I think you're going to like it. I think this is a decent version of the original. I think the performance is there. I don't like the price as much. I got a steal on it, but you guys might not. So if you guys can get it for a good price, maybe do that. I do think you can wear this one for all occasions. Most of them except maybe club. Yeah, good day and night. I don't think you're gonna offend anybody with this fragrance. You do kind of narrow it down when it comes to the season, so it's not that versatile when it comes to when you're gonna wear it, like what time of year. But if you do get like the scent memories and you get the nostalgia whenever you wear a fragrance, this is gonna be perfect in like around Thanksgiving time, Christmas time. It's gonna be perfect, guys. So let me know your thoughts on Apple Brandy from the House of Kilian. Have you tried this fragrance? What do you guys think about this one? Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking this one is really good, just as good as the original, if not better? Because I remember the performance on the original wasn't that great. I got really good performance with this fragrance. So that's just me, though. Everyone's different. But let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and first-related content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first-related photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.